Hello folks, welcome to episode 3 of our 11th season here at RFC Liege, and we have turned into the Arsenal of the late 90s, early noughties. Don't score many goals, don't concede many goals. It's, I guess, quite dull for many. Yeah, that's right, we're sitting currently in 9th place and we picked up some 1-0 victories. We picked up a 0-0 draw, and admittedly we have lost 3-0. But let's have a little look at the last few games. Last time we were together, we had a rather disappointing loss and surprising loss, I think, against Belgium, who played better than I was expecting. We then followed that up with a nice away win over KV Kortrijk, beat them 1-0. A random goal from Janning Coleman, who was just brought into the side. He came on as a sub, and my God, did he do well. He's one of our youngsters, and yet again, one of our youngsters coming to the fore. We then played Oostende at home. Nano got himself a goal, pretty pleased with that. 1-0. Injury to Jans, he was, well, I think we've had a lot of injuries recently. And then we played STVV. They're flying high in the league. We set up defensively and we got the point. I was pretty damn pleased with this. We did actually, Van Hoot managed to beat the defender. He nicked the ball off the defender, ran through and just put the ball on the wrong side of the post. So we could have had 3 1-0 wins on the trot. And then we've just played Anderlecht. Looks a pretty disappointing result. We'll have a look at the match stats, because actually it was a lot closer than it looks. We had 16 shots with 6 on target, an XG of 1. Pretty much they had 7 shots with 5 on target, an XG of just a little bit more than 1. I don't think we deserved to lose it terribly. As you can see, we had a goal disallowed from Van Dam early on, and we created a bunch of chances, particularly Cisse from the corners. He absolutely smashed their defence from corners. 3 really good near post headers. One of those you'd have expected to go in, but you know, Anderlecht are clinical, if nothing else. In terms of transfer news, there has been one thing that has happened, and I guess it is one of those things that I don't know, I didn't have to do, but he wasn't getting game time, and I thought, well, we've got good players at his level, why not use them rather than, you know, pay for him? He was out injured, as you can see. He sprained his knee and the ligaments for 2 months, so that wasn't in my, that wasn't part of my decision making process at all. Okay, passing, he is awesome, but he's never really shown it. And over 4 seasons he's played a lot of games and he's never really got further than 6.6 as average rating. So we'll give him a chance to go elsewhere, and we'll bring in some of our youngsters and see how they do. So today we are going to be playing OHL away from home. Not an easy result. Just to highlight, we have drawn Eupen in the Belgian club 7th round at home. That feels like one that we could maybe get a victory over. I think the game that we've drawn after that is a little bit more difficult, away potentially against STVV, but let's see how we do against Eupen, and we are coming up against a fairly difficult run of games in the next month or so. So it's good that we are currently sitting in 9th position. It's great that we are currently sitting on 15 points, because if we can amass 30 points by the end of the season, that is not going to be bad. Ideally, we've had 39 and 40 points the last 2 seasons. I'd like to do a little bit better than that, and I think given our start, it looks like we might be able to, even with all the financial difficulties. Let's have a look at those finances, because that scares the pants off me. We are 2 million in debt already. We are, November? We are £2 million in debt. I've reduced the wage bill, and again, Nathan was part of the reason that I reduced that wage bill. But if we were to take out some of the players, it would be the 2 key defenders, Ponte and Cisse, and if we try and play football without those 2, we'd still be over budget. So I don't really see any other way to do this other than just, I don't know, hoping and praying something comes up. And there was talk of a board takeover, but it was an internal one. I don't know whether that will come off. Let's go and see how we do against OHL. On the pitch, it's been all right. Obviously, we're disappointing in terms of what we've got in front of goal, because we have really one striker who is going to score the goals, and he's not scored a lot recently. Van Hoek, there he goes. He's had the chances. He's had 10 starts, just 2 goals. We've moved him to a pressing forward. Really, we just want him to create the chances, get the assists, keep people in play, and we'll see how things go from there. But we've had a lot of injuries. It's not been great. You see, Gofan is out currently, so Fernandez is coming in. He's done all right, I have to say. So let's go through the team. Let's have a look. So we got to go Van Hoek up top, Masej, Van Dam, Nana across the central 3 attacking midfielders. Fatiga and Jacquot playing well in midfield. Rondeal is in at left back. We are missing Demi Koida. He's out, but Rondeal has done well every time he's come in. Miyanga's on the right side because Van Zwam is also injured. No, he's not injured. I lied. But we've got Cisse and Ponte in there. Jans has done well. He's played quite a few games as well. El Moussaoui still not in my good books. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can get a point or maybe better out of this game. What's been really interesting is actually away from home, we picked up more points than we have at home. That's the first time that's happened in a good while, certainly at this stage. So we've got a good few of our wins away from home. We got a lot of draws away from home, all of our draws, and we've actually lost a lot at home. I don't quite get that. So let's see how that run continues. We have beaten OHL before, but I don't know. This is on camera. It never seems to work out quite that well. Just want a performance. I want a performance for you guys to see, really. Right, we start with a demand more shout. I'm basically recording this immediately after the England game against Scotland, which was the most disappointing affair I think I can... well, as an England fan, there's been many such disappointments that, I don't know, the game against Croatia gave me a few positives. I kind of felt we might be onto something, and then, you know, right back down to earth with that. But here we go. Nana, Van Dam. It's in. There's the goal we need. It's Van Dam. He has been a little bit poor this season, but good to see him getting the goal. So Van Dam taking an early lead for us. That is very, very nice. But looks like they are going to pile on the pressure a little bit. We're going to shout. I'm going to fire them up. They straight through us. It's James Martin, the celebrity chef, running through, and Fernandez does get the save. And it's going to be interesting to see in the future how the Fernandez Gofan situation works itself out. I'm not quite sure, because Gofan isn't that old. Is he going to take the is he going to take the oh Christ, Udonka there with a goal? It's 1-1, but is Fernandez going to take the positioning goal long term, or is it going to be Gofan? I'm not sure which it is going to be, really. So yeah, let's have a look at this again. Camera plays it in, and Cisse was on him but missed the header. A little disappointing there from Cisse. I expect more from my commanding centre-back. But Nana with a corner. What was that? It's a penalty, I think. They're going to going to VAR here. Right, let's have a look. It is a penalty. Who is going to take that? I'm not entirely sure who I've got on penalties at the minute. Someone's stepping up, placing it on the spot without actually touching it. That's impressive. It's Van Dam. Is he going to get 2 for the game? Fingers crossed. I don't know what his penalty taking attribute is. Hopefully it's a good one. Oh, it was a good penalty. It was well saved, though. I cannot remember a penalty save that our team has got, our goalkeepers have got, but we've had a good few against them. That was a decent penalty as well. Very good goalkeeping. A reasonable start from us, but I don't know, missing a penalty like that's obviously going to be disappointing. Even with the missed penalty, still on a 7.3, which probably says a lot about his performance. We have bossed the game looking at the stats, but we still sit 1-1. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Can we make the most of it in the second half? We have been good at creating opportunities in second halves, which is great. We'll carry on just as we have already. We've got players who can come on. We can change the game maybe in the second half. So fingers crossed we can do that. We'll demand. No, we can't demand some more. The front three midfielders are doing awesomely. I'm going to bring on Van Swam, who's not for Miyanga, who's not been doing very well. This is an intro. We'll bring on Theory for Fadiga, who's a youngster. Can the youngster do the business? Some of them have been doing really well recently. Very little going on. I don't think there's been a chance since we were last together. It's 69 minutes on the clock. Camera at the back to Barry. Come on, snatch it off him. Almost there. Barrier. And it's a well saved shot from Fernandez. Very, very nicely done. Again, our XG. It's interesting. I was sort of looking. Loki was saying that his XG, his score line is always far better than his XG. I've not found this at all with my my teams. So I'm going to bring Coleman on, who has scored recently. He's a fast winger. Still got 20 minutes on. It's maybe a little bit early. He got himself in the right position early on. It'll be awesome for him to get himself in the right position again. Van der Herk looking a bit knackered. We're going to change the strike, the wingers between support and attacking. And let's see how we do there. Not seen a highlight. When you look at the stats, we've absolutely bossed this. 86 minutes. Come on, for Christ's sake! We'll go shoot on sight right at the end here. Can we create a chance in the last few minutes just to smash it in the back of the net? Maybe. Well, Masic does have a chance of this far post. Rondil loses the ball though, and it looks like it's going to them, and it's the classic. Oh, it's gone wide. I thought we were going to lose that again. Apologies if there is a little bit of lag in the game. I'm not quite sure why that is. I did restart everything just before we got going today, but a 1-1 draw away at OHL is not the worst result. I feel we deserved the win, certainly with the penalty, which was missed. That's disappointing. The chances that OHL got were not particularly strong chances. Some of the chances that we had were particularly strong chances, but we did not put them away. But a point is a point, and I'm not going to moan about that. So we'll say we're happy. We've got Liege up next. There's a chance to get something out of that. So maybe we can go back to our 1-0 victories. Well, Rondil, there was literally no one to bring on for him. So that has put us up 16 points. We're in ninth. We are on the same points as Standard, so that's not bad, is it? We are keeping up with them. They're in a poor season, to be fair, but we're playing Liege next. Maybe we can pop ahead of Liege if we win that. They're in a really good season. But it's really nice to see, even with the financial troubles that we've got, we are still capable of competing with many of the sides in this league, which is kind of cool. So, good point there. Where will we come back? We've got a tough month. Maybe we'll come back at the end of December, just before the January transfer window. This game against Mechelen, who are struggling. They are an interesting side because have we played them before? yeah, we played them. We got a win against them at the very start of the season. Maybe we can see if we can get the double. We've rarely beaten them on camera, so that will be fun. If you have enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.